Good morning, I'm Nadia, and this is the PME News. Today's lunch will be personal pizza, chicken filet sandwich, or spaghetti with meatballs. Please stand as we go to Chrisland for the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silence.
Good morning, I'm Chrisland, and this is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. Now for a moment of silence. Now to Alex for weather.
Good morning, I'm Alex, and the weather for today is going to be rainy with a low of 66 degrees and a high of 74 degrees. This weekend will be rainy with the lows in the 60s and the highs in the 70s. Monday will be rainy with a low of 64 degrees and a high of 79 degrees. Now back with Nadia for the announcements of the day.
We have 10 days of school left. Today will be the last day to enter for a chance to win a free yearbook. Make sure you have turned in your form. No forms will be accepted Monday. Please stand by for our Friday video.
Hello everybody, Mr. Brown with the Choose Well program, and today I want to talk about responsibility. Recently I made a whole series of responsibility. It was called I Choose Responsibility. And we did this because we talked about growing up and being strong, and that's your responsibility, to grow up and take care of yourself. So we're going to talk about responsibility. We're going to talk about it in a different way when it comes to this idea of self-discipline. Now let me explain. Growing up, I was like this car. This is a remote control Batmobile. This is pretty cool. I got this for my 9th year anniversary. It has nothing to do with anniversary. Neither one of us are really Batman fans. I've never seen Batman. And I do have a question about Batman. Why is Batman and Superman fighting? I mean, that's just wrong. Like, what happened to the Justice League? Anyway, this is a Batmobile my wife got me. She got it for me because my son had saw it the week before and he was so excited to get it. In our marriage, she was saying that, hey, we're being generous. Well, this remote control reminds me of when I was growing up, because as a kid, I couldn't make a lot of choices for myself. My mom was making the choices, and she was like the remote control. Like if I want to control this car, I'd use the remote control. I would tell it to go left, go right, whatever. Well, that's how I was kind of growing up. Now, my mom didn't control me like that, but she led me. She disciplined me. She taught me how I should live, how to obey rules, where to wake up, all those kind of things, right? But part of her job was to teach me that. So one day, I get the remote control. I get the remote control, mama, to my own life. I get to have the remote control and control my life. And that's what self-discipline is. Self-discipline is teaching you or your ability to control your own life. Here's a short word for it. Self-control. Remote control, self-control. Can you say self-control? I'm pretty sure you can say self-control. But self-control is so important. And I believe it's so important for us to learn how to discipline ourselves, because the truth is, many of you at this age are tired of people telling you what to do. The thing is, you must learn the appropriate way to act, obeying rules, doing what you're supposed to do. The definition of responsibility I like is this: taking care of your business. Taking care of your business or business. Another way to say it is this: taking ownership of your words and your actions. Taking ownership that you own it, like we talked about the remote control, that you take ownership. So responsibility and self-discipline, self-control kind of all work together. You're training yourself to do what you're supposed to do. All of us don't want to do some things, but we all want to become something. One artist said it this way: we don't want to squeeze, but we want the juice. I thought, what is he talking about? Let's say for an orange, for example. Everybody wants to drink orange juice, but people don't want to go to the work and squeeze in the orange to get the juice. Well, if you want the best life you can have, you got to make some choices to squeeze the juice, to squeeze the orange, to do the work. So put it this way: self-discipline is doing what you should do so you'll become the person you want to become. Doing what you should do, doing what you know you should do so you'll become the person you want to become. Whether that's homework, whether that's in the sport, activities, whatever it is, doing what you're supposed to do. Now, I grew up playing basketball, football, and I had a lot of people I looked up to that were athletes, professional athletes. And I'd be like, when we play basketball, we call the name, like we shoot a shot and be like, Jordan, magician or magic, and we do all stuff, right? But I think about those athletes, they had to discipline themselves so they can be that great. They had to eat a certain diet, meals. They had to work out all the time. They had to come to practice and do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And honestly, it can be boring. But what they did it for, they looked at the end goal. They looked at the outcome. And they had to discipline themselves so they can get their reward. And that's the same thing for me and you in life. You may not ever be a professional basketball player, but I don't see why you shouldn't try. If you like basketball, try your best. But whatever you do in life is going to take some self-discipline, some self-control so you can be the person you want to become. And it's a choice. And when you make better choices, you will live a better life. So choose well, choose responsibility. I choose responsibility and choose self-discipline so you can take the remote control of your own life and be the best you can be. Does that make sense? Say, oh yeah.
Today's joke of the day is from Miss Lopresti. So, Alex, what is a ghost's favorite dessert?
Blueberry pie?
No, it's ice cream.
Ah, that's a good one, Nadia. Have a great day and weekend, Pie Panthers.